Hey everybody, welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. Today I have a mold that probably a lot of you have seen if you watch Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. She's done this one a few times. And thanks to her, I know that this holds 10 ounces, so I know how much resin to make. I just got this in a recent Temu haul. I need to get some hair out of there. And I was watching an artist, Flow... I don't want to mess it up, just a minute. Flow Art by Jessica. I will link her channel in the description. And she was using magnetic nail powders. So and when I saw her results, they were so pretty. She tried a bunch of different colors with different magnets. She did trays and such. I want to try it with this. So I did order some magnetic nail powders, and what I did was I marked them all with an M so I would know which ones are the magnetic ones. I only have the 6 of them. And I also ordered a couple different designs of magnets because the shape of the magnet and the strength of the magnet would make a difference on your final result. So I have these ones with the hole in them. I have these ones which are just like a rectangle, and I have these tiny little round ones. These are definitely not as strong. I think I'm going to go with these ones today, maybe mixed in with some of these. I haven't decided yet. So the next thing was, how do I get the magnet to stick to the mold? Because painter's tape, which is what I normally use to clean my molds, definitely won't work. It won't stick to the silicone. Sorry, guys. It won't stick to the silicone. So I was looking around my house and I was thinking about what else can I use, and I found some packing tape. So this is just from the post office. This one says Canada Post on it. So I thought, well, let's try that. And I stuck this magnet on about 20 minutes ago, and I've just had it sitting here because I want to see if it was going to, if the weight would eventually pull it off. It hasn't. I'm not going to guarantee this will last all night. We'll wait and see, but it seems to be holding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the magnets to this mold in kind of different patterns, because what's supposed to happen is when you mix up your nail powders, some of the color will be attracted to the magnet and it will create like a different colored line throughout your design. So that's the hope. I don't know what the colors you see here are not the colors you will see when it's done. I think was it this one? This one in the picture shows it as being, I can't remember which one. This one, I think it shows it as being blue, and this looks like it's a, muddy brown. So I haven't decided if I want to just do one color for the entire thing, if I want to mix a couple colors and do like a marbled effect. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might try a marbled effect, maybe with like a blue and a green. Do 5 ounces of each and pour it in. But I'm going to start by taping these magnets to my mold. Now, when you pour this and take it out, most have it sitting like this, right? So think about what your design looks like once it's out of the mold. It would sit like this. So the bigger cup at the back, you're going to see this, and think about how you want, and it only goes up to here, right? You can see in here, that's where, when it comes out, where it goes to, because this is just to hold the mold up. So I'm going to get some tape cut. I already had a piece out here cut, and I might get a couple pieces ready to go here and show you. I'll show you a couple of them, and then I'll probably just do the rest off camera because you don't just watch me tape molds, but I'll show you what design I have when it's done. So again, I'm thinking about how it's going to be once it comes out of the mold and how I would maybe like that line to run through. So I'm not sure if it makes a difference. See, I just took that off. It doesn't stick great. I'm not sure if it makes a difference. See how they repel from each other on how you face your magnet because you want it to attract the the powder. So I don't know, it might make a difference. So I know that's attracting on that side and detracting on. So I'm going to put the side that attracts on facing the inside of the mold. So put that back on. Okay, so let's go ahead. You know what you need for this? You know how you have the tumbler holder for doing tumblers? I can't find mine, but that would be perfect to hold this while you're doing it. Okay, so I'm going to put the next one like this. The problem is when you're pushing, oh, see, yep. It's both came off. Okay, let's try this again. This might be fun. Fun. Okay. I guess you can't get them too close because they're going to attract each other. I'll put the tape on first. Okay. These are fairly strong magnets, so if you had weaker ones, they wouldn't do it as much, but like watch. See how, yeah, they're strong. I got all these supplies, everything I'm using, except for the tape, came from Temu. But I know that Amazon sells magnets as well as the magnetic nail powders if you don't shop from Temu. Oh, I just knocked that one off. The tape wrapped around, so let me just grab another one. Anybody have any other suggestions for which type of tape or adhesive would stick to the silicone, not permanently, but enough to hold the magnets? Okay. I'm going to continue to tape magnets on here. I might try some of these little tiny round ones. They're going to be harder to tape though, because they're so little. Maybe, here's what I'll do, is I'll just put a bunch on the tape, like this, and then put it on. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm just gently moving that. I'm going to take some of these little round guys. And I want the piece that is magnetized facing up, so that when you, okay, you know what I need? I need something to hold on to these. Now, yeah, the tweezers will work because the tweezers are not metal. Oop! That just went flying on me. It's gone forever at this point. Okay. Come on. Oh, I guess they are metal because, yeah, it's sticking to that. Oh, it just stuck to the other magnet, so that works too. Okay. Fiddly little. Oh, no, don't do that to me. This all jumped on top of each other. My fingers are not nimble. So the magnet's stronger than the tape. Okay. And if you haven't noticed, you're probably going to want to do your magnets before you mix up your resin, because if you're like me, it could take a little while. All right, I went ahead and sped you up. So all I did was continue to add the magnets to the tape and stick it to the mold. And I also noticed that I had put the magnets where the resin's not going to be. I put them up too high in the mold, so I went ahead and fixed that as well. And then we're going to go ahead and pour our resin. So I'm just going to get that mixed up, get it through the debubbler, and we'll be right back. All right, here's the mold with the magnets on it. So you can see I ended up using them all, not all magnets, but the different styles, because I want to see how they turn out, if there's any difference with the resin. I think I'm going to go with the blue and the gold for this one, and see what those two look like together. Now, because I think maybe the gold will give it some nice highlights. So I cannot get the lid off of this blue one. I mean, I took the scissors, I tried everything. So giving up on the gold and going with the green instead. So we're going to giving up the blue, going with green. So we're going with green and gold. And I didn't add a lot to the resin. I know that this will be translucent. I did go back and add a little bit more of each, just to, so it's not quite as translucent, but I didn't use a lot of the powders. I think if you use more, you might get more of that effect. And it'll be interesting to see, whether this works, or next time whether I want to use more of the powders. I mean, you don't get a whole lot in these containers, so... And so I'm just going to marble it in here, just kind of moving each cup around between the gold and the green to fill this up. Now I do have a little bit left over, and so I'm just going to dig out another mold. I'm just kind of tapping this. I forgot to spritz it with the isopropyl before I started, so hopefully I don't get any bubbles around the top edge. But I'm just kind of giving it a poke and then making sure that I top it up before I move on to the next mold. So I had this little heart mold just sitting on my desk, so I'm going to use this. What I did here is I placed a magnet. You can see it through the mold. I placed a magnet under each of the hearts in the middle, and to see, if that once again attracts the powder to give us that metallic cat's eye effect that you get with these powders. So I'm just going to do a couple of the big ones, just using all the resin that I have, doing a couple of little guys, alternating between the green and the gold with this one as well. Okay, these are cured, so let's get the magnets off. Oh, I came in last night to check on them. I accidentally hit this mold. Didn't realize it was on the angle and it spilt all over. So I tried to scoop the resin back in, but you can see it made a mess. And I did do these two little, I had just a little tiny bit left in my cup, so I did these two little kitties in this tiny little mold. Okay, so let's take the magnets off. From what I can see through here, I don't think I was entirely successful. I think the magnets have to be maybe positioned differently, because what I'm seeing is like square, square. So I may have misunderstood the assignment, but we'll see. We'll see once we get this out of the mold. I'm just going to get the tape off these and get them put back in the containers. Okay, so let's just take a look at these. I'll have to do some cleanup on them. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. So you can see that I had the square magnet, but it does look pretty neat. Again, square magnet, so I'll know next time. I'll have to position the magnets differently or something, or use different shaped magnets. Yeah, this one's a definite square in it. And I have a lot of cleanup to do just because it's spilt over. So not that impressed. I mean, this one is nice. I think that mostly just had gold in it and no green, and that's probably part of the reason as well. All right, let's take a look at how this guy turned out. All right, I finally got it out. That was a struggle. I'll know next time to let this completely cure because it's still flexible. It kind of misshapen a bit, so I just need to make sure I kind of put it back. But, guys, this is gorgeous. Look at it. I would do the magnets a bit different next time. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to play around with it, maybe on some smaller molds. I don't, you know, you can see where I kind of put my line of magnets. And that's not the effect I was looking for. I was looking for more of the effect where, you know, it'd pull the line in, kind of like this here. So where it's deflecting from the magnet to do that. But I still, like, I love this. I think that turned out nice. And it was more the big magnets. But you can see the green and the gold. I think this came out really nice. It looks really nice on the inside. Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with the colors. I'll have to get you guys some pictures from the outside. Yeah, let me know what you think. Have you tried this with the magnetic powders? How do we get more of this type of thing going on? Very pretty. I like how when you move it in the light, you get that shine line coming through. There's the bottom. It's a little bit see-through because I didn't put any, I just put those powders in. I didn't put the colors in, so. Here it is out in the sun, and my goodness, it is stunning. I love it. So I'll have to put this in a sunny location. It just picks up all those striations in it. I'll get you so your face is looking at it in the sun. Yeah, look how beautiful that is. I love it. Definitely go try this method again. I'm going to play around with the magnets, different sizes, different, you know, how you put them on there, see the different effects that you can get. But I'm pleased with this for my first try at this project. All right, thank you. I have to show you guys. I know I've talked about my cats before, but here's a sample. I'm standing out here and they all decided to come out with me. And yes, most of them are orange. My orange cat brigade.